doing protective styles and you're not seeing any growth and you're wondering why that is happening, this video is for you.
You feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori. If you're new on this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi guys. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about protective styles and why your hair isn't growing. Most of us, like when we watch videos and they'll tell you that, oh, protective styling helps to grow your hair, but you've been doing protective styles and you're not seeing any growth and you're wondering why that is happening, this video is for you. First thing is your takedown process. Most of us don't have the patience to take down our hair, and you want growth. When you're taking down your hair, that's like the most important part of your natural hair growth, and to retain that length. So if you're rushing, if you don't have the patience to take down your hair properly, you're not going to see growth. Your hair is not going to grow. And also, the best protective styles are the styles that the takedown process are very easy. So for instance, now you do tiny braids. Tiny braids take more time to take down, and if you're doing your big box braids and you're not patient enough, imagine taking down tiny braids. You're going to take like ×2, ×3 of that time to take down that braids, and you don't have the patience to do that. Then why are you doing that hairstyle? And you want to see growth. You're not going to get growth from doing your takedown process in like 1 hour or 30 minutes. No, it's not going to work. You can do tiny braids, but just know that your takedown process should be you have to be very careful, because you have more build-ups, you have more tangles, and the growth that came out from that hair, they'll be tangled up and everything. So you need to be careful when taking that down. The second point is that you're not leaving in your protective styles for the right amount of time. Most people have fine hairlines and protective styles weigh it down, so they're not doing the right protective styles for their hair. If you have fine hair, you shouldn't be using so much extensions that are going to pull down your hair. So you have to choose the right protective styles for your hair, and also the right amount of time to keep it in. You have fine hairlines, not take the weight of some protective styles and you put in that style, okay, good and fine. But if you put in that style, you're not going to leave it for like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. No, your hair is literally going to break. So you have to know what protective styles are good for your hair and when you're supposed to take it down. So for other people that have thick hair and their hair can carry that weight and they'll be fine, the protective styles that you're doing, you're not keeping it long enough to see that growth. Some people they put in a protective style and in like let me not say 1 month, in 3 weeks they're switching up their hairstyles. That is not going to work. You have to take your time to keep in a protective style to see your growth. I've seen some people keep their hair for 2 months, 3 months. I won't suggest keeping it for more than 3 months. I know someone that keeps it for 3 months and she gets that growth she's looking for. I know if you're in the business of growing your hair, just know that you have to do styles that your hair will love and not what is aesthetically pleasing. Like right now, what I have under this wig you won't believe it. So that's why it's not nice, but I use this wig to cover it up. So I'm trying to grow my hair, and that's what I'm doing. So know what styles to do and know how long it should be on your hair. You can experiment trying 2 months or at most 3 months and see the growth. Like do 1 month in and see the growth you get, do 2 months in, see the growth you get, and do 3 months and see the growth you get, the growth you're going to get. That's how you know what's good for your hair. Everything is experimenting. I haven't done 3 months before. I think I might do it, but I mostly do 1 month because I like when my hair is done and I look fresh. But since I'm trying to grow my hair out a lot more, I'm going to try 3 months and I'm going to document it for you guys to see. So the third point is do the right protective styles for your hair. So a good protective style is a style that doesn't have so much manipulation to put it in and not much manipulation to take it out. So when you're doing what I mean by manipulation is that you go to your hairstylist and they're tugging your hair, they're using like thin like small combs to comb out your hair, that is a lot of manipulation that is not needed on your hair, and each time you manipulate your hair it breaks. That's the truth. Something your hair is going to come out regardless of what you do or how careful you're trying to be. Your hair is like very delicate, it snaps, especially if you're not doing your treatment. It's like prone to breakage and all that, so you have to have a good hairstylist that will know how to put in a protective style with less manipulation, and put in a protective style that will take less manipulation to take out. Like for instance, some people do tiny braids, like tiny braids. If you're doing tiny braids, you know you need, if that's more manipulation to put that in and more manipulation to take that out. And so people, when they do cornrows with extensions, because it's cornrows, it's not like your natural hair cornrows, it's more like using extensions. They tend to go smaller with it, and that's like the extension is tugging on your edges and everything, and that is like, after some time, yes, you will see that okay, it's painful, but you'll be like, okay, let me push through the pain. That pain is your hair literally screaming, take me down, take this thing out, and you're still keeping it in. You're going to get breakage. So you have to know what hairstyles are good for you. And also, when you're done with your extensions and you see your hairdresser trimming your hair, trimming out it for it to be neat, what they're trimming, it's your hair they're trimming. So you have to tell them beforehand that, oh, and you're not trimming my hair, make sure you're actually putting in every single thing, like putting on my hair, putting on the extension for it to be neat, because there's no trimming over here. So you have to let your hairstylist know all this. It's communication. Some hairstylists, they'll have like plenty people to do their hair just in one day, and they just want to do it quickly and be off to the next one. So you have to pick hairstylists that are intentional about your natural hair, that understand the journey you're on, and will help you to get the most out of this protective style, the most growth, the most length, every single thing. So choosing a good hairstylist and all of that is very essential. So the next one is taking breaks. Like, as much as you like you want to grow your hair using protective styles, you shouldn't be putting like a protective styles back to back to back. Let your hair rest and to change some people love this protective style and they'll stick with it forever. It works, yes, but that same pattern, you need to switch it up. Like, you can't be using that same pattern all the time. Imagine using the same pattern for 1 year. It's like you're spacing out that pattern, and it's like more like, okay, your that area has been prone to friction, prone to weather, every single thing, dryness, everything on that same line. You have to change your pattern. How, like, each styles have their own plus and minus. You have to pick the style that is most, like, that's what I've been saying since, pick styles that work well with your hair, and also switch your styles up and take breaks. You have to take breaks from this protective style. Your hair has been in the protective style for 3 months, you take it down, you wash your hair, immediately you're putting on that protective style. At least take 1 or 2 weeks break. Like, just put your hair in the bun, let your hair breathe, let it relax, then you put another protective style. Next point I'm going to make is prepping your hair before actually putting it in a protective style. So your hair has been in a protective style for a while. That means products, you've not really, some people when they do their protective style, they don't really care to moisturize or to do all that. They just do the basics, like maybe once in a while they moisturize. They don't really do much. So you have to make sure you prep your hair before putting it into the protective style. I suggest doing protein treatments because that helps to strengthen your hair, to give it that nourishment and everything. That's like a treatment that you should be putting in your hair. You should not forget to do that protein treatment always. And also, your prepping means doing your good wash day. I have a wash day video, I'm going to link it for you guys. Doing your wash days, doing your deep conditioning, putting on your marks, whatever you do to your hair that your hair loves, do that before putting it in a protective style. So I've pretty much covered everything. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but I also want to add that if you're trying to grow your hair, you do good protective styles. I'm also going to make a video on protective styles that have worked for me, and I'll recommend for you guys on how to get the most growth out of it. But if you're doing protective styling as your way to grow your hair, protective styling doesn't always look the same way. I think I should mention that some protective styles can be a bun, like you putting your natural hair in a bun can be a protective style. So people, it won't work for them. Depends on your hair type. Like most people I see do that are either in like the 4B, 4A hair texture, but I see 4C do it well. But I don't know how that works for them. But for me, it hasn't worked for me, and I also get tangles. And also, hopefully, if you're trying to grow your hair, I think you should know that you need a hair scarf. Nobody should tell you by now that you need a silk hair scarf or a bonnet or something to prevent that friction on your hair, because you need that. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, but the protective style itself is like a good way to grow your hair. It's a good way to retain length, for you to get the desired hair length you want, and hopefully you guys get to that point where your dream hair length and everything, and let's grow our hair together. So in my next video, I'm going to be showing you, like, telling you good protective styles you can try out and every single thing. Also, another reason why your protective style is not growing your hair is because during your takedown process, you're not careful at all. There's sometimes when you're such in a rush to like take down your box braids or something, and you underestimate your hair length, and maybe your hair length is here and you cut here, and you're like, why am I not seeing my hair growth? Like, you see that, okay, for that 3 months you see a lot of growth, but when you take down your hair, you see that it's still at the same hair length, like your hair is not reaching anywhere, and all those trims they are doing on your hair, it's causing breakage and all that. So stop that. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that like button, share to your friends, and let's grow our hair together. So thank you for watching this video. Check my channel for more hair related videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.